Hi guys, what's going on? It's JB here with another episode of the Burnley Career Mode, and we've got two more throwing games coming for you. We had the Christmas edition, and now we've got the New Year's edition, and we've got two games in 2 days, funnily enough. We're at Turf Moor against West Ham, and how good the fixture list can be sometimes. So we got West Ham at Turf Moor. Now we're only going to make the short 15-mile trip to Huddersfield. So just to go over the Pennines, through Halifax, through Todmorden, and we'll be at the John Smith Stadium as we take on Huddersfield Town. A fantastic atmosphere, I'm sure, for that game. And then in the next episode after that, it's Southampton at home in the Cup, and 2 home games, one against Southampton, as I say, in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and then Fulham later on. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get over to the turf for a crucial game against West Ham. West Ham, in fact, going into this game in 6th place of 31 points, so they're very much in very good form here. So this is a game that we can't afford to take too lightly. So let's get over to the turf, where first Met 6. Welcome along to Turf Moor, where Burnley take on West Ham here, who are in 6th place themselves, doing really well, punching above their weight, but 3 points ahead of Spurs we are in the league table. So a real opportunity here to put the pressure on 2nd place Spurs by taking them on this afternoon here at the turf. It's a marvellous atmosphere, as you would expect on a day like today, even though we're around at Christmas time. So Joe Hart starts in goals, and it's Danilo, Tarkowski, me and Shaw across the back. Then in the midfield we've got Goodmanson, Cork, Hughes and Brady. And then up front we've got Balotelli and Ashley Barnes, that unstoppable strike force up front. Should be an interesting match-up there. Let's have a look at how West Ham quickly line up there as we see the sides shaking hands as they do for every other match. And here is the West Ham lineup. Adrian surprisingly takes his place in goal. Fredericks, Bonner, Oxford and Gerhardt, the back 4. Then Declan Rice and Hendricks, the 2 holding midfielders. Yamalenko, Cyprian and Holland, the midfield 3. And Altovich will play up top, and it should be an interesting occasion there with Andy Carroll there amongst the substitutes here at the turf. And that's a good ball forward, and now Barnes is onto it. Barnes first time, goal! 8 minutes on the clock. Ashley Barnes. And Burnley needed to score the first goal this afternoon, one felt, and they've got it. Turf Moor rises to Ashley Barnes. Nice ball through, threaded through, and Barnes hit it through with his left foot. He hit it with such ferocity that Adrian never stood a chance. This was a really good hit, right into the corner, and in she went. Well, Burnley off to the best possible start then, in more ways than one. That's 9 for the season for Ashley Barnes. 1-0 to the Clarets. Boy, did he take that one ever so well. So Barnes puts the Clarets ahead.
Number 10, Ashley Barnes.
Really important, really, that Burnley really struck that first goal, really, because West Ham are doing ever so well in 6th place. This is Rice trying to play the ball forward, but here's Balotelli. Lovely ball round the corner, and Barnes has ghosted in. He absolutely took away from Reece Oxford, and he scored another one. 2 goals in 4 minutes, and Burnley have taken full control of the game and going to a 2-goal lead. Well, defensive mistake there by the West Ham defence. Oxford and his defenders got into all sorts of problems. Barnes pinched the ball, got 1-on-1 with Adrian, and from that moment on was liable to take advantage and make it 2-0. It was O'Connor who made the initial mistake, but even so, 2-0 to Burnley, and Barnes now gets his 10th goal of the season. And here's Barnes, good football. Balotelli looking to get in the act, and a great save by Adrian, down with away to his left. That's a better save really for the West Ham keeper. Beaten twice early on in the game, didn't want to be beaten a third, and it will be a corner to Burnley. And a very promising position here. Goodmanson to take it into the penalty area. She goes. There's the heads, and they'll come up. Hughes will hit it. Oh, and it's hooked away by O'Connor. Hughes will try again. Tarkowski will win the ball, but he's lost it now. And the ball up towards Arnautovic. Now Cyprian. Arnautovic. Oh, straight into trouble. And Ben Mee read the situation perfectly. But then the ball is now with Holland. The Gerhardt. West Ham just starting to have a little bit of possession all of a sudden. Holland. To Gerhardt. Good football, but Cyprian is beaten to it. Hughes got the challenge in. And here's Balotelli looking towards Barnes, who's on the hat-trick now. It's Ashley Barnes, oh, and he's hit the post and denied his hat-trick by a coat of paint. And he cork again, and now Barnes, second chance here. Barnes saved by Adrian. Well, Barnes is determined before the afternoon's out to get the hat-trick. He thought he struck it magnificently, but Adrian made a good save. And here comes Holland, Arnautovic. Flag stayed down, the ball played in. Goodmanson away. Balotelli away. Now Barnes. And was he tackled there? Oh, he's injured. Ashley Barnes is out. Could well be a half-time substitution coming here because Barnes is injured. And the two-goal hero might not take his place in the second half. But he's given Burnley a real platform as the whistle goes. And Barnes is up on his feet mercifully, but it's his 2 goals within the first 12 minutes. That's decided it. He's also gone on to force a save from Adrian and hit the post. But at half time, it's Burnley 2, West Ham 0. No changes by either side, so Barnes was okay to continue for the second period. And Arnautovic now takes it up for West Ham. Tamarino into Cyprian, and a good save by Joe Hart. Not much he's had to do so far, the former England goalkeeper. Now Hughes loses out. Tamarenko now gets it back again. The tackles are flying in there. The referee's played an advantage there. There must have been an illegal tackle somewhere on the line, so advantage goes to West Ham. And Cyprian can't get it forward, and now Barnes can strike forward now. He's only got Balotelli, and Balotelli's battling really to stay outside here. Here's Ashley Barnes. Good tackle again. Barnes did really well. Barnes will keep possession though. And he'll try to curl it, and he's got it all wrong in the end, and it's got out for a throw-in. And meanwhile, Luke Shaw's got himself a bookie for that earlier incident. And the player's just having a little bit of needle here. This was the tackle. Well, I have to say he got the ball. Very, very disappointed with the referee. He felt that was a bad tackle, but Lennon's off. And Goodmanson on for Goodmanson, and Philip Anderson replaces Holland. Meanwhile, back on planet Earth, Adrian making the save with a quarter of an hour to go. 2-0 West Ham trail. Burnley looks as if those 2 goals are going to win Burnley the game, though. Both coming after just in the first 12 minutes, really, that sort of made this a tough old test for West Ham. Oh, they've got a chance here. Oh, for a moment then, I thought Arnautovic might get in there. Still might fall for Noble, the substitute, but he's lost it, and Henriks now wins the ball. But now the ball is run back by Burnley. And now Barnes with a real chance now to complete his hat-trick if he can. And he smashes it over the top. And behind for a goal kick, where we see a substitution pending for West Ham. Diop replaces Gerhardt. And I think Burnley are about to make a change as well, I believe. They are. And off comes Will Hughes and Valverde. The man they got during the summer will come on to make another appearance as sub. Well, we're deep into stoppage time now. Here's Lennon. 2 added minutes further to be added on now. And it looks like 3 crucial points for Burnley to keep up with the pace at the top of the Premier League. And there goes the whistle from the referee. So a great performance again from the Clarets. And they won it really in the first 12 minutes. 2 goals for Ashley Barnes. He could have had a hat-trick conceivably. He had a chance where he hit the post, and a couple of chances. One at the end of the first half and one midway through the second, where he forced Adrian into making some very good saves. But good performance from Burnley, very solid. West Ham really didn't create too much despite having a little bit of possession. But Burnley more than got the job done today. It's finished here at Turf Moor. Burnley 2, West Ham United 0. There we are, 3 crucial points there for us. And now we're into the new year. Hey, new year. And the Premier League shortlist for January. Or for December, that's just got a month just gone. So what have we got then in the line? We got Matic on the right, Barnes and Goodmanson towards the left, and then you've got Abu Bakr of Southampton as well. So Gunmanson of Burnley, Ashley Barnes of Burnley, Abu Bakr of Southampton, and Matic of Manchester United. And of course the panels, experts, panels and fans will be casting their votes, but I reckon Balotelli is I forgot that we needed to not start Balotelli, but we won't. But we'll rest him for the next game against Huddersfield. I totally forgot. Sorry, Mario. But let's have a look at the league table quickly before we go into the Huddersfield match. We've got Burnley top on 49 points, Spurs second with 43. We are starting to pull away a little bit. Liverpool and now Leicester up into the top 4. The wrong end of the table looks like Manchester United are pulling away, but then Arsenal are being dragged back into it. Look at that! 20 games played, 20 points, and Crystal Palace now just a win and a draw away from catching up to them. That's how tight it is at the bottom end of the table. My goodness me. And, well, we've got Huddersfield next up, actually, in the league. So we'll rest Balotelli for the next game against Huddersfield Town. And we go over to the John Smith Stadium, so not too far for us to travel, which is just as well, really, because it's always a difficult time of the year, New Year's Day. And we take on Huddersfield Town, second from bottom. It's first against 19th. Welcome along to the John Smith Stadium. Burnley take the best away record in the division. Played 10, won 8, only lost it twice. And they're playing magnificently well this season away on their troubles. Their last away defeat was at Tottenham. But they face a Huddersfield side who were in desperate trouble and needing 3 points badly themselves to give themselves a chance of staying up, with Wazell in goal. This is their team. Hadakajard and Jorgensen, Schindler and Kagula the back 4. Billing and Moscalera the 2-man holding midfield, with Kachunga, Pritchard and so with the further midfield 3 with Chapocha up front. Burnley have made several changes, probably about 4 or 5 changes from the team that beat West Ham. So the likes of Balotelli and Hughes dropped to the bench. This is the Burnley lineup with Hart in goal. Then it's Danilo, Gibson, me and Shaw. So Tarkowski will drop to the bench. Gudmundsson, Vidra, Valverde and Brady will get chances. And so will Emmanuel Dennis up front alongside Ashley Barnes. So the likes of Tarkowski, Balotelli, Cork and Hughes all will sit this one out. Big crowd here. Just shy of 25,000 for this Roses match. The White Rose being represented by Huddersfield Town, and the Red Rose, of course, of Burnley, represented by Burnley. So a Lancashire-Yorkshire game and a fiery one too as Huddersfield get us underway, going from left to right. Or from right to left rather, Burnley going the opposite direction. This is Valverde. Up towards Gibson. Burnley incidentally in claret and blue. This is Vidra. A perfectly weighted ball on there towards Brady. What can Brady cook up here? Good little crossing there towards Dennis. Comes to Danilo, and he'll hit it with his right foot and hits it over the crossbar, but it was a good opportunity there for Burnley in the opening stages. Took the ball well, hit the shot, but just over. And that's a good ball now. A chance for Vidra, 1-0. Well, it hasn't taken long for Burnley to take the lead. Matija Vidra, rare start for him, and he marks the start with a goal. The Burnley fans, all 2,500 of them, have travelled across the Pennines. Beautifully weighted through ball from Brady. And Vidra had the confidence and the presence to have a go with his right foot. Hit it well. No chance was out. In it goes. 1-0 Burnley. And Matija Vidra. What a way to strike goal number 1 this season. And Burnley now take the lead in the opening exchanges of the game. We've had 36 minutes here at the John Smiths, and so far Burnley still leading by that goal in the 8th minute from Vidra. Now Shaw has it, and that's a good ball, and Dennis has got the pace. Now then, has he got the finish? Has he got the finish? Just about, yes, 2-0. Emmanuel Dennis Getting from the start today. A rare start for him. He takes this opportunity on offer, despite the best efforts of Lozelle to try and keep the ball out of the net. Just got away from his man. Had enough pace. And the shot through the goalkeeper. Off the arm and rebounding towards the goal. And Burnley are in complete control of this match. With less than 5 minutes to play until the break, Dennis makes it 2. It's Dennis again. Oi, 3. We've played over 3 minutes of stoppage time, and Burnley now may have just won the game. Dennis claims his second goal, and Burnley's third. Cool finish through the goalkeeper's legs, and in she went. It's becoming a one-sided fixture today, and Burnley showing why they are the best away team in the division. 4 this season from Emmanuel Dennis. And it's really refreshing to see that the French players can come in and do a job as the half-time whistle sounds. So, Burnley 3 up at the break. An early goal for Vidra put Burnley on their way, and then 2 goals in the final few moments from Emmanuel Dennis have really put Burnley well in control. Half-time, Huddersfield 0, Burnley 3. Well, welcome back to the John Smiths as Burnley in the claret and blue go towards the right in the second half. Kick off attacking the goal to all right. 3 goals ahead and looking in complete control of this Premier League fixture here at the John Smiths. Here's Dennis. Barnes is making a good break through the centre, and Jorgensen is slow, and Barnes has held him off. Barnes now 4. Cool as you like, and Jorgensen was sleeping. Not great defending. Barnes used his strength magnificently. That's what he's famed for, Ashley Barnes. Came out, Lozelle, but he couldn't stop it from going inside the near post. Burnley have wrapped up the points right at the start of the second half. 4-0 they lead, and Barnes claims number 11 this season. And here's Lowton, a good break by him. On for Danilo, and Lowton deflected off the defender, and a corner given. Jack Cork's preparing to come on, but Lowton there coming on as a sub. There it is, hits the defender there, Jorgensen. As Phil Billing leaves the scene, and Robbie Brady is going to come off. Jackie Cork will come on to play the last 18 or so minutes as this corner comes in from the near side. The goalkeeper didn't get a good purchase on it, but Huddersfield defence got it out. Kangolo, oh, he's lost it straight to Gudmundsson. Now a chance, Valverde, good save. He may well break to Cork, but Huddersfield clear it away. Could have been number 4 there, or number 5 I should say. But here's Kachunga now. Huddersfield might just try and get back into this. Moscalera. It's Ramadan. And Depotra can't get the ball forward. And now here's Valverde. He's got players left or right of him, but Valverde goes alone and hits it over the crossbar. Well, that would have been some spectacular goal if that had gone in. Off comes Chris Schindler, and Callas takes his place for Huddersfield Town. Vidra off, he scored a goal, and Will Hughes now will get about eight minutes to prove himself. Here's Hughes. 4 minutes left. This is but a hat-trick. It's Emmanuel Dennis. Oh, what a save. Well, despite being beaten 4 times, Lozelle was not prepared to give Dennis his hat-trick there. Should have scored, really, Emmanuel Dennis, but credit to the goalkeeper. He made a marvellous save there. And has kept the score down at 4. Gudmundsson's corner from the near side. That's a good one too, and a header over. Good corner this from Gudmundsson. And I think it was Matt Lowton who got the header in. Indeed it was. And over the top it went for a goal kick. So that could have easily been number 5, and Matt Lilton there in the goal scoring charts as Shaw's picked up a slight knock, but hopefully not too serious, as we now go into 3 extra minutes at the end. And here's Gudmundsson. Burnley still ending the game with a real flourish, just as ruthless as they started the game. We've almost played 3 minutes, and the referee blows for time and puts Huddersfield well and truly out of their misery. Well, what a performance by the team, but a much changed Burnley team. A goal from Vidra got them off their way, and then 2 quick-fire goals towards the end of the first half. And Emmanuel Dennis gave Burnley a 3-0 lead at the break, and then Barnes, 5 minutes into the second half, added a 4th, and have put Huddersfield well and truly to the sword. It's finished here at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield 0, Burnley 4. 43, Leicester 40. Those are the top 4. But Arsenal now starting to move a little bit away from danger, but not out of it entirely. Manchester United look as if they're edging away. They're 8 points away. 8 points now from safety, from the relegation zone. Chelsea are struggling. Man City are struggling. It is very, very lopsided a little bit the table, but we are there on the results, and we're getting the results, and we're getting good performances. Right, next episode we're going to be upping it to full matches now, because as you probably know, that I'm going to be very, very busy now with Christmas coming up, with commentaries, a day job, Essence, the perfume selling. So I'm going to be very, very busy, and yeah, so it's going to be really, really tough for me to start editing down games and then doing voiceovers. So from the next episode onwards, I'm going to be doing the games as live. There will be streamed live on actual YouTube, but I will be taking them off after about 5-10 minutes after I've done the stream, and then I can actually place them in there, because I've been doing them on Twitch, and there's always been little bumps, and they've been skipping. There's been skipping all sorts in the stream. So I will be doing them on YouTube, but I just need to let you know that that is the case. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for the next episode very, very soon. Till then, bye bye.